Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So then we have to do the vector joining 2 points. To find the vector joining 2 points. Vector joining 2 points. So you have seen in 3D, you have to represent, this is suppose y-axis and your x-axis and your z-axis. So there are 2 points here. One point P, which is having the, or you can say you can say this is B. Suppose this is B point, and here somewhere you have the point A, and the coordinates of the point A are x1, y1, and z1. And the coordinates of point B are x2, y2, and z2. Now we have to find AB vector AB. A to B vector. You have to find this vector AB. Okay. So you can see this is the position vector of A, and another one is the position vector of B. Okay. So from triangle law of addition also you can see if you have to find AB, because here AB, this is O, and this is your x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So OA, the position vector of A, position vector of B. So I told you, if you remember, AB, vector AB is equal to position vector of B, position vector of B minus position vector of A. So OB minus OA. So vector AB will be equal to OB minus OA. And vector OB, what is vector OB? X2I, X2I plus Y2J plus Z2K. This position vector of B minus position vector of A, X1I plus Y1J plus Z1K. Okay, so we got, when you will take I common, so x2 minus x1 I plus y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 a plus z2 minus z1 k. And if you want to find BA, it will revert x1 minus x2. So this way we can find out the vector joining the 2 points. But the direction will be given from where we have to find Q to P. Like this question, if question is suppose P is given as suppose 2, 3, and 0, 2, 3, and 0, and Q is another point whose coordinates are -1, -1, -2, -4. So in the question, they will ask whether you have to find PQ or QP. So if they are asking to find QP, we will take QP. So for QP, vector QP, directly you can see that QP means OP minus OP minus OP. OP means P minus Q. First we will take 2, 2 minus minus 1, 3i. Directly I am doing 3i. And 3 minus minus plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5j. And 0 minus minus plus 4, 4k. This will be the vector joining QP. But if they will ask PQ, you have to find PQ. So PQ will be equal to OQ minus OP. OQ minus OP, then minus 1 minus 2, this will become minus 3I, minus 2 minus 3 minus 5J, and minus 40 minus 4K. This is, you can see that if you will take minus common, so 3I plus 5J plus 4K. So this will always come with the negative sign because the direction is opposite. So I have told you that PQ, vector PQ is always equal to minus vector QP. Okay, got it? Like this, the question can be asked. There are some questions. Now we have section formula. We have now section formula. There are two types of section formula. One is first we will do internally. Then next will be externally. Internally means when the point is between the two points. Means the point is dividing. Suppose there are 2 points A and B. This is A and this is B. And here somewhere the origin, and then there is a point C. There is a point C here. Right? Position vector will be AC, and the position vector of B will be OB, and position vector of A is OA. This is point C. The point C, OA, OC, OB. This is like that we have done class 10, but here it is in the vector form. This OC is dividing internally in the ratio of, now it is dividing in the ratio of M is to N. So this we should not say length M and N, but for understanding this is, suppose this is M, till here it is M, and this is dividing into the ratio N. M is to N. So what will be the value? This OA, we can denote this OA denoted by vector A, and this OC is denoted by vector C, and this OB is denoted by vector B. So what will be the value of vector OC or vector C? So OC will be equal to vector OC vector OC will be equal to, you can see this part, opposite side of B is M, and opposite side, so M will come with B. So we can say that M vector B plus N into vector A divided by M plus N. This is called internally, because C point lies between the line AB. AB is a line joining the points A and B, and C is a point which is dividing the line internally, means C lies on the line. If the C is outside the line, then it is called external. Now this is suppose A and this is B. And as usual, this is O. OA is the position vector of A, that is supposed to be A, and it is denoted by vector B. Then C is outside this line. Its position vector is vector C. And this is again dividing like this. It was having from C to A, M, C to A. So suppose this distance from here to this point. This is again we are taking M, and from C to B is N. To B is N. So N is opposite to A, M will come with B always. So therefore the vector OC now will be equal to M.
So what is M?
M B. M is a ratio. Suppose 2:3, 3:4.
Okay.
We have seen in class 10th also that a point dividing the line in the ratio of 2:3, 5:4. So M and N are the ratio numbers.
Okay. ये किसका रेशियो है सर M? AB का?
Yes, this is dividing, B is dividing. Suppose take this one. So AC, if you will find AC upon BC. AC upon BC is equal to M upon N. This point dividing these two points in the ratio of M is to N. C is dividing into the ratio M is to N. Okay. So this is the ratio. AC is to BC is equal to M is to N. And the same thing will come here. If you will write here also AC is to BC is also equal to M is to N, correct?
Okay,
So that's
AC is to BC. Okay, sir. Okay.
And therefore in the question you will find AC is to BC internally. It will be written always internally, and there it will be written as externally.
Okay.
Because ratio we cannot represent by negative sign here. So internally and externally means the point is outside the line. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the two formulas. Now second formula, internal, external division. This is called internal division and this is called external division. Okay. Now we take some questions. And midpoint, if it is a midpoint, you know that if it is a midpoint, then M is to N will become 1:1. C is a midpoint. So if C is a midpoint, in this case only possible midpoint, C is a midpoint, then OC, this vector C will be equal to M and N will become 1. So you can say vector A plus vector B divided by 2. Vector A plus vector B divided by 2, because 1 plus 1, 2. So midpoint, if you have to find directly, you can add and divide by 2. Okay. Doubt?
No, sir.
Now we have some questions in which internally and externally division are asked. What I can suppose the question is find the position vector of the points. Find position vectors of points which divides Find the position vector of the point means that is C. They are asking C, which divides the line segment joining the points. Divide the line segment joining the points whose 2 points. Points means that this vector A, but this is the vector A is given, suppose 1 point vector is given in question 3A, and this point represents this vector, and another vector OB is given as in this question. OB is equal to 2A minus 5B. Okay, these are the values of position vectors of O, and dividing in the ratio of, in the question it is given the ratio is 3 to 3 is to 2. So obviously it is internally and externally both asked. So we have understood the question. So we will do first internally. In internally we will have the formula. You know that OC vector OC, that point will be equal to M 3 times into OB, 3 times vector OB plus 2 times vector OA divided by 3 plus 2, divided by 3 plus 2. If you want, I can show you the diagram also. Just you can put the values. I will show you. Thus, what is the value of OB is 2A minus 5B, 2A minus 5B plus 2 times OA. OA means 3A minus 2B divided by 5. So this will become 12A, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6 plus 6, 12A, and minus 19B divided by 5. Okay, this is internally. And externally, division will be equal to, suppose externally, we are taking externally point Q, OQ, not match one. So suppose OQ, so OQ will be equal to 3 times OB minus 2 times OA divided by 3 minus 2. Okay. So here substituting the values, OB, vector OB is equal to 2A minus 5B, and 2 into OA is 2A minus 5B vector divided by 3 minus 2, that is 1. That is minus 3 5 is 15. A will cancel, I think. Put same values here. This is O, A is 3A, 3A, is 3A minus 2. 3 to the 6A, you can say anything, no problem. Minus 5 3 is the 15B, minus 3 to the 6A, and minus minus plus 3 to the 6b. This 6a and minus 6a will cancel, and minus 16b plus 6, so minus 11. So minus 11b is the answer. Now you can do any question which is based on this internal and external division. Now we have topic number 3, scalar product of two vectors. Now scalar product of two vectors. Scalar product. It is very important because when we are multiplying two vectors, we have two types of product. We have two types of products. In vectors, suppose this is a vector A and this is vector, another vector is vector B. So we have two types of product. One is scalar product, that is denoted by dot, A dot B. So this is called scalar product. Why it is called scalar product? What is it? I will tell you. And just wait. This is called scalar product because this product will give you the scalar quantity. And another product is called vector product, and we used to use cross to represent it, cross product. So this is also called cross product. This is also called, the other one is also called dot product or scalar product. And this one is called cross product or cross product or vector product, cross product or vector product. Because when you multiply these two, you will get the answer as a vector. So that's why it is called vector product, and that is called scalar product, or is also called as dot product. So if suppose two vectors are there, and suppose this is the vector A, vector A, and this is the vector B. Okay. So vector A and vector B. This vector A and vector B. These are two non-zero vectors inclined at an angle of theta. They are inclined at an angle of theta. There is the angle between them is theta. They are inclined at an angle theta. Then the scalar product or dot product is denoted by A dot B, and it is defined as A dot B. A dot B will be equal to always magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos of the angle between them. Cos of the angle between them, where theta should be greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 180 degree pi. So theta should be in 0 to pi, that means straight angle. So now you can see on the right hand side, this is right hand side. This is what? Scalar quantity. This is also scalar quantity. Cos theta is also scalar quantity. So that's why when right hand side we are getting scalar quantity, left hand side is a vector quantity. So when you take the dot product of any two vectors, the answer will be scalar. That's why it is called scalar product. Scalar product, because their answer is scalar. So this right hand quantity is, this is scalar quantity, right hand side we are getting scalar. Okay. Now A dot, if either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. If A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, then A dot B is equal to 0. And there are some important results on scalar product of vectors. Real number one, A dot B means scalar product of two vectors is a real number. Number one, it will give you what? Real number. Okay. Then number two, if theta is equal to 0 or theta is equal to 90 degree, and if that is perpendicular, if A is perpendicular to B, that means cos theta will be 90 degree, and cos 90 degree is equal to 0. Cos 90 will be equal to 0. Sin 0 degree 0, cos 90 0. So that shows that A dot B will be equal to 0. So when two vectors are perpendicular to each other, their dot product is 0, and vice versa. We can use the opposite way also, that if A dot B is equal to 0, then A and B are perpendicular, either A0 or B0 or A and B are perpendicular. And what will happen if theta is equal to 0 degree? If the angle between them is 0 degree, means they are coinciding. If theta is equal to 0 degree, or they can be opposite to each other, but in the same direction, then they will be right. So A dot B cos 0 degree. What is cos 0 degree? Cos 0 degree is equal to 1. So A dot B will be equal to only modulus, that means magnitude of A and magnitude of B. And I told you that, so that means when theta is equal to 0, both are same. Both are same value. So also we can say that A dot A dot A will be equal to magnitude of A whole square. And I told you that you can write as only A represent the magnitude. Here also you can write AB. AB means magnitude. Only A means its magnitude. And if the fourth condition, if theta is 180 degree, cos 180 degree is minus 1. So cos pi will be equal to minus 1. So in this case, A dot B will be equal to minus AB. Okay. So minus AB, it will be minus AB. Also, if you are multiplying A with minus A dot multiplying with minus A, so you get minus A square, because A dot A is A square. This is A square, and here minus will come out because minus is a scalar quantity. Then more properties on and right here. If ijk, you can see that for mutually perpendicular unit vector, we have seen ijk. So I dot I, if you multiply I dot I or j dot j, j dot j, or k dot k, k dot, which condition will be followed here? Their magnitude only, because their magnitude will be cos cos 0 degree will be equal to 1. So their answer will be 1 because the magnitude of each vector, these are the unit vector, their magnitudes are 1. I dot I, remember I dot I, j dot j, k dot k will be equal to 1. Why? I think you understood. Huh? Because I, now you can ask if you are not understanding. I dot j means perpendicular vectors. B dot j means their angle is 90 degree. Then j dot k is also 90 degree. And k dot I is also 90 degree. So their angle is 90 degree, therefore it will be 0. And one more thing, remember A dot B is equal to B dot A. This is commutative. A dot B will be equal to B dot A. But this is not possible in cross product. Fifth property. Now the most important property is this one. Cos theta, we can find if the angles, if the vectors are given, we can find the angle also. So from this, one more thing we can write here from this only. Sixth one. 1 minute left. Cos theta is equal to cos theta. If we have to find the angle between these two vectors, vectors are given, we have to find the angles. We can find A dot B, their product divided by its magnitude, product of their magnitude. Okay, and want to write theta, so cos will come this side, cos verse A dot B upon AB. AB we can also write. So this is all about the important results and properties. Some more properties are there. We will study in the next class.